Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for September 18th, read by Sarah M. from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA. AA Thoughts for the Day. Fellowship. Today, I'm counting my blessings instead of my troubles. When I walked into the friendly atmosphere of my first AA meeting, I knew I was where I belonged. Here were people who had thought and felt as I had. Here was the understanding I'd been searching for all my life. These people were my friends, and I felt their sincere interest in me. With these new and enlightening doors opening up to me, I was able to make the eventual decision to stop drinking, a day at a time, because I, too, was an alcoholic. And with this came the only real freedom, the freedom of truth. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 355. Thought to consider. If you love someone, tell them now. Eternity is time enough for silence. AA acronyms. Fear. False evidence, appearing real. Just for today, camel metaphor from As Dr. Bob Said. According to Ed, Dr. Bob would explain prayer by telling how the camels in a caravan would kneel down in the evening and the men would unload their burdens. In the morning, they would kneel down again and the men would put the burdens back on. It's the same with prayer, Dr. Bob said. We get on our knees to unload at night, and in the morning, when we get on our knees again, God gives us just the load we are able to carry for that day. Dr. Bob and the Good Old Timers, page 229. Daily Reflections. Loved back to recovery. Our whole treasured philosophy of self-sufficiency had to be cast aside. This had not been done with old-fashioned willpower. It was, instead, a matter of developing the willingness to accept these new facts of living. We neither ran nor fought, but accept we did, and then we were free. Best of the Grapevine, Volume 1, page 198. I can be free of my old enslaving self. After a while I recognize and believe in the good within myself. I see that I have been loved back to recovery by my higher power, who envelops me. My higher power becomes that source of love and strength that is performing a continuing miracle in me. I am sober, and I am grateful. As Bill sees it, fearless and searching. My self-analysis has frequently been faulty. Sometimes I've failed to share my defects with the right people. At other times, I've confessed their defects rather than my own, and at still other times, my confession of defects has been more in the nature of loud complaints about my circumstances and my problems. Grapevine, June, 1958. When AA suggests a fearless moral inventory, it must seem to every newcomer that more is being asked of him than he can do. Every time he tries to look within himself, pride says, "You need not pass this way," and fear says, "You dare not look." But pride and fear of this sort turn out to be boogeymen, nothing else. Once we have a complete willingness to take inventory and exert ourselves to do the job thoroughly, a wonderful light falls upon this foggy scene. As we persist, a brand new kind of confidence is born, and the sense of relief at finally facing ourselves is indescribable. 12 and 12, pages 49 to 50. Big Book quote. Life will take on new meaning. To watch people recover, to see them help others, to watch loneliness vanish, to see a fellowship grow up about you, to have a host of friends. This is an experience you must not miss. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, Working with Others, page 89. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. Step 2 is came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Step 3 is made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. Step 11 is sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. The fundamental basis of AA is a belief in some power greater than ourselves. Let us not take this lightly. We cannot fully get to the program without this venture of belief. Have I made the venture of belief in a power greater than my own? Meditation for the day. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Dwell for a moment each day in a secret place, the place of communion with God, apart from the world, and thence receive strength to face the world. Material things cannot intrude upon this secret place. They cannot ever find it, because it is outside the realm of material things. When you abide in the secret place, you are under the shadow of the Almighty. God is close to you in this quiet place of communion. Each day, dwell for a while in this secret place. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may renew my strength in quietness. I pray that I may find rest in quiet communion with God. From 24 Hours a Day, 1975, by Hazelden Foundation. I'm Sarah, and I'm an alcoholic. Thanks for letting me read today.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 Hours a Day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.